Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look right here, an olive toned smoky eye. This was requested by a follower of mine on Twitter. She tweeted me asking if I could do an olive toned fall makeup look. She said she's been looking for one and she thought that I would smash it. Hopefully this is what you were thinking of, Sarah. Thanks again for your request. Once again, I was able to achieve this entire look using all drugstore products. I can't stop using drugstore. I don't know. I'm kind of addicted to finding really great products, and I feel like I found so many good products that they're genuinely what I'm excited about using right now. So I feel like I'm able to achieve looks that look just as nice as high-end. So hopefully you guys don't mind. This is another affordable look. Before we get into the tutorial, as always, please make sure to be a subscriber of mine. Join the family. I post 3 times a week at least. And if you want to be a part of the notification squad, just make sure you hit the little notification bell so that you will be notified every time that I upload. So if you guys want to see how I created this olive tone smoky eye, which is so perfect for fall in my opinion, then just keep on watching. So to save time, as usual, I already filled in my brows. I used the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill pencil. I've been using this a ton recently. I use the shade Blonde, even though I'm not blonde. I really like the color on me. And then I went ahead and went around the edges with the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer. And that's all I have so far. I do have a little moisturizer on my face, but besides that, that's everything. So I'm gonna start off with the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and prime it with some concealer. I picked this up at the store yesterday because I've heard so many things about it here on YouTube especially, and I have yet to try it. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. Really excited to try this out. I swatched it yesterday, but other than that, I have not used it. So I'm just going to use a sponge and put this all over my eyelid. And I'm going to go ahead and blend this out with a mini Aesthetica beauty sponge. I'm just going to go ahead and set that with my NYX HD finishing powder. I finally picked up a new one of this. I've been out for so long and I finally replenished it, so I'm so excited to use it again. This is one of my all-time favorite drugstore products, so I'm just going to take a little brush and just set the concealer. I'm going to hop into this CoverGirl True Naked Golden's palette. Look how gorgeous these shades are. This is what's going to help us create that olive smoky eye. So I'm going to take this shade right here called Cookie Biscuit. It's a fun name. And I'm going to take it on my handy dandy brush from the Balm Cosmetics, tap off the extra, and we're just going to start to sweep this through the crease as our transition shade. And I'm just adding little layers at a time to kind of build up the color, so that way I have more control over how much product I'm putting on, and then we can help control more of a diffused and blended out look. I'm kind of bringing it in here by the sides of my nose, and then I'm also going to try to diffuse it out to the end of my brow. It's hard for me to tell like what shade is what on the back of the palette, so I'm just going to point to them. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I can't figure it out. I think this one's called Camel, but I'm just going to take this shade and we're just going to go for it. I'm going to take the other side of that same brush. I'm just going to run it through that pan and I'm going to tap off the extra, and we're just going to start to pack this on the lid. This is our main color, I guess you could say. So I'm just going to start to press, not wipe, so that we can get the most pigment payoff, and we're putting it all over the lid up to the crease. So that's kind of our all over lid color. I'm just going to flip the brush over and blend out the crease so that those two colors merge. I'm going to go ahead and take this last shade here. Pretty sure it's called Sierra. It's a really pretty dark brown, and I'm taking that on a blending brush, and this is what's going to really give us a little more drama. So this color, I'm going to be focusing on the outer third. I always start it like along the lash line and then kind of do circular motions to build up the color into the crease, and I am going to be blending it into the crease slightly, but mainly focusing it on the outer portion here. Taking what's left on the brush and working it into the crease a little more to deepen it. Taking my blending brush again and just running it through the crease to really blend everything together. So I want to intensify the olive, so I'm just going to spray my brush with a little bit of setting spray. And I'm actually going to take this deeper olive shade right here. And this one is called Ecru. I'm going to take that on a wet brush so that we can get a little more pigment. I'm just going to do the same kind of thing, just press it onto the lid. Blending out the edges again with that same brush. There we go. Now it's more olive. I'm just going to go in with that same brush and go back into that lighter olive shade that we had before, just to create the slightest amount of dimension on the eyes. I'm just going to pop this right in the middle. It's not going to make a huge difference, but I just want to add like that little subtle lighter olive shade down the center of the lid. I'm just basically adding layers until it's as intense as I want it to be. So I'm adding that dark shade again in the outer corner just to intensify that further. I want to add a little bit of definition along the lash line, so I'm going to take my Burts Bees Nourishing Eyeliner. This one's in the shade Warm Brown. It's just a really nice brown with the slightest gold, like undertone or flecks in it. I'm just going to run this across the entire upper lash line. I'm not doing a wing or anything, I'm just kind of keeping it more of a natural liner with a little more of like a rounded shape. So now I'm just going to clean up the under eye area with a makeup wipe. This one's from Neutrogena. Any makeup remover will work. Just want to make sure there's no fallout. And I also want to kind of make this line here a little more precise. So let's move on to skin. For primer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. Please excuse my nails. I just painted them today. So this is my right hand. I can never paint my right hand. Look at the difference. Like my left hand always looks way better than my right hand. But I'm just going to take one pump of this and just work it all over the skin. This is going to give us that lit from within glow. For foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion Foundation. I'm in the shade N2, and today I'm going to actually apply it with a sponge directly out of the pan. See how this works? This is my Aesthetica Beauty sponge, and I'm just going to press this into the skin. So I'm adding the smallest amount of my normal True Match in the same shade just over the parts that I want more covered. Since this is a smoky eye, I really do want all the red spots to be covered, so I'm just adding it mainly along the jawline, but kind of dabbing whatever's left on the rest of the face to blend it in. I'm going to go ahead and pop some concealer on under the eyes. I'm just using that same Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer, and I'm just putting that in like a triangle shape under my eyes, and I'm just going to blend that out with that same little Aesthetica sponge. I'm just going to set that really quickly with that NYX HD finishing powder in the shade Banana. I like this powder for under the eyes because a lot of other drugstore powders that I've tried darken the concealer. This does change it slightly, but it still leaves the under eyes looking bright, so that's why I love it so much. Plus, it makes it look so smooth. It's a really, really great powder for setting the face and especially under the eyes. Let's finish up the eyes. I'm going to go into that same taupey brown shade that we used in the transition, and I'm just going to start to work that on the lower lash line. And I'm making sure to connect it to the shadows here so it's all blended together as one. Next, I'm going to take this shade right here, the lighter olive green, on a Sigma eye shading brush, the E55. And this is what we're going to put really close to the lash line on the lower lash line. And that will just help tie the olive on the top lid down to the bottom lash line. We're starting to look pretty sultry over here. I've never done an olive smoky eye before, but I'm really, really liking how it's looking. I'm just taking some of that banana powder, the NYX banana powder, on my blending brush and just making sure that these edges up here aren't looking too patchy. Okay, so on the lower lash line, we're going to use that same brown eyeliner, and I'm mainly going to focus this on the outer third of the lower lash line for a little added definition and drama. And then I'm also going to run that same brown in the waterline, and that will just further intensify it. Before we put mascara on, I'm going to conceal and powder up the rest of the face so we don't get powder in the lashes, you know? I'm going to take that same concealer and we're just going to start to highlight the center of the face with this. And then blend it out with my little sponge. I love this thing. So I'm taking that same NYX banana powder and I'm just going to press it over the areas that we just applied concealer. And then I'm also going to just kind of buff it all over the face. We need to add some warmth to this face, don't we? You guessed it. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, my friends. I'm just going to start to apply this on the perimeters of the face. Bring back the definition and warmth, which is much needed at this point. Going along the jawline as well. And down the neck. I'm going to take a smaller brush and just contour the nose slightly. I'm going to take my Milani bronzer. This is the Baked Bronzer in the shade 05 Soleil. And I'm just going to take the smallest amount on a little brush. And I just really want a little more warmth. And this has a lot more of a warm tone than the Physicians Formula one does. But I just feel like adding a little more of a warm tone will really help tie in this olive smoky eye. I'm actually going to take the smallest amount of that and just dust it right through the crease to warm that up a little bit more. And it will also help tie the entire look together. I need mascara now. So I'm going to put on the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I want kind of heavier lashes. I don't think I'm going to do falsies, but I do want to do several coats of this to kind of make it look really smoky and blown out. So I'm just going to apply this on the top and bottom lashes. A pretty generous amount. And for this look, I'm also not going to be too concerned about it getting like a little bit clumpy with the mascara like this one. I kind of like that as a stylistic thing. I think it will look good with this once it's all done. So I'm not too worried about it getting a little clumpy. Kind of reminds me of like Twiggy vibes or something like that. Now it's starting to look real pulled together. I like it. Okay, so for blush, I wanted to do something a little bit peachy. So I'm going to take my Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. I thought this would be beautiful with an olive toned eye. Just like the peach with that. I don't know. I thought it'd be pretty. Hopefully it is. So I'm just going to pop this onto my cheeks. I really like how that looks. I'm going to tie it into the eyeshadow look by taking a little on that same brush and just sweeping it a little bit higher on the outside of the eye right here. It just adds a little tiny touch of peach, which will help complement the blush. For highlighter with this look, I feel like a true gold will be really gorgeous. So I'm going to take my Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. I will say this highlighter does emphasize a little bit of texture. Normally I don't feel like I have that much over here, but something's happening. So if you have a lot of texture, you might not actually really like this. I just like the color so much, I'm wearing it anyway. I'm running it down the center of my nose, a little on the cupid's bow, chin, and always above here. And then I also think this will be absolutely stunning in the inner corner with these greens. So I'm taking a small brush and I'm just going to pop that into the inner corner to help brighten and widen the eyes. It just really helps complete your entire look. That's what I think anyway. I'm also going to take what's left on the brush underneath the brow bone to highlight that slightly. I'm going to spray some setting spray on. This is the Kiss Pro Touch Makeup Setting Spray. Just going to make sure everything is not so powdery. I actually have not decided on a lip yet. I think I'm going to go with something super nude. I'm kind of into this combo. Let's see how it looks. So I'm going to take the L'Oreal Color Riche eyeliner. Where's the shade? This is called Matting Call. We're just going to line and fill in the lips. That color alone with this look would be gorgeous. I don't know. Do I like that? Should I add something on top? I think I might add this one. This is the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the shade Stunning. We will see how stunning it looks on top of this liner. I don't want to ruin it because I really like the liner alone, but we'll see. Okay, so that's what this lip color looks like. Don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at it at all. I like pulling out a little bit more of the mauve-y tone in here. I'm going to try to apply something a little bit more warm though. This is still warm, but I'm picturing something a little bit warmer to help tie in the blush a little better. So I'm going to add a different lip color on. I'm going to see if I like it. If not, I'll go back to this, but I just want to try something. Okay, yeah, I think this is what I had in mind. Guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm obsessed with this range of lipsticks. I feel like I should just do a lip swatch video because that's how much I love these and the color range is insane. I put on that same lip liner that I used before, and then I used the Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick from L'Oreal in the shade 354 Nudist. It's an orangey nude, and I think that ties in with this, with the olive green a little bit better. Both lip colors look nice. I personally kind of like this warmer orangey tone a little bit better, so I'm going to leave it at that. I need to finish up my brows before I forget. I've been so loving this. The Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. I love ending my makeup routine with this. I just run it through my brows to help them stay in place. But then at the same time, they give texture and volume. Do you see the difference in my brows? Like if you like feathery textured brows, I would definitely recommend checking this out. I've been really, really liking it. When I'm done with my makeup look, I just always like to kind of take a step back, look at the entire thing, see what needs to be added. I'm just adding a little more of the Milani bronzer, especially around the forehead area and into the hairline. Okay, so I think that we're done. I'm gonna go do my hair and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so that completes this olive toned smoky eye. I hope you guys like it. I certainly do. I feel like paired with some messy beach waves, it's just like so perfect for fall. I don't know. This is my kind of fall makeup look. You know what I mean? Just in case you don't know, I do have a giveaway open here on my channel. I will link it down below if you're interested. Also, I will link all the products that I use down below if you guys are interested in checking those out. So be sure to enter my giveaway that's going on if you have not already. Thanks again for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this look. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this look, and also leave a comment down below suggesting anything that you would like to see here on my channel. I love creating things that you all want to see, so leave a comment. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I will see you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye!